Introduction to Physical Distribution and Transportation Management. First, we will try to recap the supply chain, and then what is the relationship of physical distribution and transportation management with the supply chain, and we'll discuss the concept of physical distribution and supply chain in this lecture. Supply chain is basically concerned with the flow of goods from the supplier. The goods, this is raw material, components, consumables, any other material which is required to manufacture the product or services. It goes to the manufacturing unit where the product is manufactured, and once finished product is produced and it is stored in the warehouse. From the warehouse to distribute the product in combination with the marketing department and reaching to the end consumer, that is the physical distribution. Logistics. Logistics is derived from the Greek word logistiko, which means to reason logically. It is basically consists of all operations required for goods, both tangible and intangible, to be made available in the market at a specific destination. Connecting the supplier and producer with the manufacturer, and then manufacturer with the distributor, wholesaler to the consumer. This is what the supply chain is. Let us say the car is currently being manufactured in China, and they are being sold in the Europe and USA. So managing the flow of goods, information and money is a highly complex, regulated and dynamic, which forms part of the supply chain. According to Council of Logistics Management, logistics is the process of planning, implementing and controlling the efficient, effective flow and storage of goods and services and related information from the point of origin to the point of consumption for the purpose of conforming to the customer's requirement. Marketing logistics involves planning, delivery and controlling the flow of finished good to the market that reaches to the end consumer and which should meet the consumer demand and specifications. The demand of the customer must be met at a profit that increases revenue for the organization. That is another objective. We'll try to learn some new key terms in the supply chain. What is value proposition? A clear, concise set of factual statement describing the real value or benefit that customer is expected to receive from the firm's product and services. A good value proposition quantitatively differentiates the firm's offering from those of competitors. Value chain. An analysis process that disaggregates the channel system into each channel member's activity and specifically considers how much activity creates value for the channel ultimate customer. Value added. Traditionally, it is referred to how much margin a particular product could earn for a firm. High value added products were preferred over the low value added products. This is being used how the channel member brings to a particular product in the supply chain. Inbound supply chain. What is being purchased from the purchaser and that is reaching to the raw material and component warehouse for the manufacturing, that is inbound supply chain, or is also known as inbound logistics. Supply chain logistics, traditionally the management of material flow inbound through the outbound of a particular firm. The sum of channel members supply chain logistics are coordinated on a channel-wide scale by supply chain management. So we have understood supply chain, this can be understood by this graph. There are three components. One is supplier is there, another is manufacturer, third is customer. So managing the supplier to supply the material to the manufacturing plant, that's a part of the materials management. And then manufacturing plant produces the finished good, and then this finished good is to be marketed and it should reach to the end consumer. This is the physical distribution and transportation management. So in this course we will study the physical distribution and transportation management. Materials management we already studied in the last semester, so the second part we will study in this semester, which is the another part of the supply chain. Physical distribution, the process of planning, implementing and controlling efficient and effective flow and storage of goods, services and related information from point of manufacturing to the point of consumption. Why it is important? Physical distribution can represent 20% or more of the selling price of the product. That's why physical distribution is an important aspect of the supply chain. It is an integrated part of the entire company system in other area that impacts the distribution and vice versa. From the customer's perspective, the supplier's physical distribution function gets the right product at the right place at the right time and with the right price, at the least price, you can say the right price and the right condition. This is the customer's perspective. So you have clearly understood the whole. I mean, in a firm there are two sides, two primary flows of materials. One is physical materials flow, physical supply of the materials, that's called raw material, components and any other thing like consumables, many other things. That is part of the materials management. And the second is the finished good, the flowing to the end consumer from the manufacturing plant. That is part of the physical distribution management. I think it clarifies the whole concept of the supply chain. According to Philip Kotler, distinguished marketing professor and book writer, physical distribution involves planning, implementing and controlling the physical flow of material and finished goods from the point of origin to meet customer needs at a profit. Management of physical flow of product and operation of flow system, it is a process of managing the movement of goods. So this is all in the introductory chapter. I think you have got a very clear idea what is physical distribution and transportation, what are its role, and how it is related to the whole supply chain.